SunDaze with styles, no weapons.
What? Oh yeah, but you're going live, right? So you do it separately, right?
I do too, yeah.
Yeah, all right. You can start that if you want.
Hold on, I just have to look.
And this is let's see how I look in this. Hey, because you gotta make sure you let him have room in here, get in here.
Oh,
Yeah. Joe's gonna.
No, I'm actually. I want to sit on top. Is that cooler? Yep.
See, one thing that's good about here is that we're so close. We need to figure that out. You
Sir, you needed that many?
Yeah. Yeah. We did.
Why, oh why? Is it episode 27?
And a half.
Yeah, a quarter.
No,
2/3.
no, what was it last week's? What did we cut off?
Today's 27?
11 minutes.
Yeah.
Did we lose it? 11
Yo,
minutes?
can we call this episode 7 Minutes in Heaven?
I don't really understand. We'll call it the Mother's Day special.
Oh.
I mean, even though we're not going to do much more, but we will do shout-outs.
Oh, word to your mother special.
Yeah, I'm going to call it. Yeah, episode 27, Word to Your Mother.
Word to your mother? Good idea. Good idea.
I was actually trying to send that to Jeff for a gift.
I will co-sign that. Sir.
Oh my God, Dan has a great idea today.
Guys, I still have.
Today is going to be a good day.
Yeah, he still has ideas, bro.
Sometimes.
Mom, she likes it. But
Don't try to
love
discredit this man.
Word to your mother. On
Word to your mother.
Word to your mother.
Where is it?
Word to your mother.
And your mother from another brother.
Your word to your mother and your sister and any other silly motherfucker
Yeah.
that you got in your house.
And your mother's brother's father, sisters, cousins,
Uncle's
uncles,
brother.
I scoop up your wife, hit it on the couch.
No, you won't.
Quiet as a church.
Well, you know what it's,
No,
you know what it's about
What
when I
the
run
hell
up in
is
your
this?
house, stick my dick in your mouth.
Dog just shit
They
all
will
over
stay
the
on the
floor.
couch.
No, it's not. Kathy, did you give her fruit?
Yeah, Kathy. Kathy, did you give her fruit?
You knew that?
How dare you, Kathy? What are we going to do about this?
You know what it's about when I run up in your
let's-
house, stick my
let's
dick in
get
your
on
mouth,
it.
and they're staying on the couch.
Listen to you guys. You want me to
I was talking to us.
No, he's talking to me because I was making fun of him.
Sir,
He
What
doesn't.
do
He
you
doesn't
think
like. He doesn't like when
about
I make
stopping
fun of him.
things in today's days.
Oh, I'm all over him
From
with you
you,
too. I'll hit him up. I'll
for
be like,
you with
do
that.
I have to ask
Oh,
you,
there's no
Kathy?
cord to
Oh,
it.
thank
Oh,
you. This is
He
magic.
gets so butthurt. when
This
I
is
say
the
that.
magic of television.
Just tell them next time, Joe. Be like,
We're already
"Yeah,
filming
yeah,
on
that's okay."
Yeah, well, we're filming on you, not on yours, but we're filming on
Check
these,
it out.
and we're filming on that. Make the show the screen's good.
Yeah.
Yeah, the screen is good. So
Yo, you know what's dope? I'm actually gonna get the topics on screen in the shot. That's what I'm gonna go for.
Oh, that's
Are
pretty
you?
good. I like that. Yeah.
I guess
I can't though. I can't get us. Hold on.
Yeah, I don't know because there might be some stuff in there that's not.
You won't be able
You
to
can
probably.
say-
Yeah.
Oh, it's too bad for them. Don't read.
Most of them can't. No, I'm kidding.
Look, I usually shoot this. That's probably what I should do, huh? You know what though? How much? I only got 24%. I have to shoot this way.
You get 24% in your phone?
I'm not gonna use
I
it.
have
It's
to.
just
Do
when these
something,
guys get
right?
out of control. I can take this too.
Yeah, do the thing out here.
You're gonna wear that on your
talk like that.
Yeah.
Johnny.
I'm sorry, Paul. You gonna smack me?
Johnny Appleseed.
Paul, you getting out of control?
And so Piper won't. I was almost going to.
Oh, that's much. Oh yeah.
Yeah. So Piper, you know what? I'm gonna give you this.
You got so out of control, you couldn't even make.
Now this is what Caddy Welch was saying. Now it makes more sense to me. All right.
What was he saying?
We should be shooting the podcast from 2 angles so that I can cut screen sometimes and cut to the other angle so I'm not always sitting on one.
No, I know.
And he's right because I'm doing it
He's
right
right
now.
about things.
No, yo, Caddy Welch with the video man. He's
If we have more like,
Caddy Welch.
if we have more filming capabilities, we have more like. Things
We do.
film.
If somebody in this group would get off their ass with their fucking camera and actually get a second angle,
Who's that?
fucking Fascist Fifth again.
Oh my god.
Did you just alluded to yourself in
Yeah.
third person? I like it.
Yeah.
That was
I like
excellent. That was excellent.
That
Yeah, it
is.
is.
I do like that.
You know what? Oh, I have to come back in way, but
Did you like this?
the video's yuckum though.
Yeah.
Town hall.
Damn, bro. Paul, at least eat more pineapple.
It makes you just taste good.
That's why. I'm sick of the sour jizz.
I won't tell you how we know that it makes you taste good.
Cheers, Jesus.
All right,
Because
come on,
Kathy
dude.
told us.
It's time to go, buddy. All right, bud.
Fuck, man, no, I can't get this right.
Yeah, you're right. You can't get it right.
No, I can't.
Because
That's
you're
why I keep
wrong.
trying.
Because you're wrong, Mr. Sir.
That never happens.
Yes, all of your time.
No, never.
Alright,
I'm
hurry
on
up
3.
so I can do this.
No.
How did I buy? Hold on a second.
And you had this set up, right? It's good to go?
Yeah, it's on 7 man.
No, I mean like adjusted. Look good.
Yeah,
Looks
I mean,
great.
I think. I
It
don't know.
looks pretty
I don't
good.
think you would.
What, we got second button eating pineapple?
Oh, Jesus.
Oh, jeez, not
You're
funny.
welcome someday.
I'll still eat it even though I don't know eat it.
Heard that?
Yeah.
Oh,
I
thank you, man.
You know what that means?
have to trick into that one.
Heard you guys talking. Sorry, you don't need
It's actually very good. You know, we got.
COVID, Joe.
I don't know. I don't eat fruit a lot like I used to.
We can tell.
I know. But I'm not a sweet eater really either. I'm
You
a
used to
salt.
get a fruit cake.
Like you guys are hungry after this.
Yeah, they cut the cake pot up.
Yeah, I got food in my mouth. What the fuck?
Alright,
I'm
let's
joking
stop
now.
right now.
Food cake?
Yeah, they cut the cake pot up.
No way. Keeping all this in.
I mean, it was the group chat where you said Kelly talked.
I know. I didn't realize that, dude. Do you know the guys at work do that crap all the time?
Dude, I didn't know it was a group chat. You mean to send my dick pic in
Sometimes,
there?
like Kevin and Bryson talk crap about.
I
each
didn't mean
other
to put my
before.
fucking
on the group.
my eggplant emoji
No,
in the
I've been in
story.
group chats before, and then the people in there thought they were just texting me and started talking shit about the other person in
Is
the
it
group
right
chat. That was in the
I
group
love
chat.
that. I love that.
All right, ready, guys? Ready?
Oh shit, hold on. Let's sit back with a pillow in my bag.
I don't even have sunglasses right now.
Wait, what? Don't do that again.
Dude, that so you don't need the pillow?
Hell nah. I'm fat. I don't do. I'm like 24 inches wide.
All right, here we go. Ready?
Welcome to the fatness.
Fat boy podcast.
This is my
Ooh,
third fat.
I was almost thinking. I was almost thinking.
Sundays.
I'm your host. This with the mostest. I'm a hostess.
Are you?
My name is Styles.
Huh?
And sir, who are you, sir?
Weapon.
And sir, who are you, sir?
It's your boy, Fifth. In
Yeah.
the building.
Not Biff.
Man, I actually have one of those boat air horns. I get a.
Oh.
it's in my
I have one
wallet.
at work.
So I can just but the first time I use it, I'm not gonna tell anyone. I'm just gonna blast it off like in the middle of the fucking podcast.
Oh boy.
Yo, I was almost thinking.
Mm.
Hmm.
What if we changed the podcast to Sundays with the boys on the couch?
Bad boy.
What?
Why don't we just call it Sundays with the
Because
fat
we're always
boys?
on the couch. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah.
I don't know.
All right. I like that. Yeah, we could call
Oh,
it.
man.
How about we could just call it Sundays with STYLES-WEAPON-FiF? Like,
Yeah, that's cool.
Yeah.
So
but
what has
still-
changed? Hold on, let me ask you a question. What has changed in the last week? Did you see, or you?
I hijacked two.
No. Did we see any numbers go up? Did we see
Yes,
any numbers?
only two because I grabbed two phones from the guys at work and I
You
made
made
them
them subscribe?
subscribe to it.
So
he
we only got
manhandled
2 more
him.
subscribers.
He manhandled, yeah. So after that whole spiel,
Yeah.
So what has to be done?
Piper, what do you think about these jackasses?
What has to be done?
Piper's been crying all the time.
Well,
He's
what
just
is
upset.
wrong with you?
Tell us what you guys need from us.
I honestly think this.
You want me to
too,
come over?
right? Hold on.
There you go.
So the problem is obviously that a lot of people are getting this through Facebook, like through the page.
Mhm.
So you're getting it through the page. You're gonna click on it, and the problem is when you go to subscribe,
Tells you
you
sign in.
can't because you actually have to go into YouTube and do it. So yeah, I don't know. You need to figure that out.
No. I
Yeah,
think
you
no.
want
No.
YouTube.
Here's what happens. You click on the link, and then you go to like, or you go to subscribe. It says sign in.
Yeah.
And most people won't sign in right there for fear of their page getting hacked. We understand. Here's a simple solution. I got a real simple solution.
Yeah.
You back out of Facebook. You go into the YouTube app that you have on your phone already,
Look up
and then go Sundays
with STYLES-WEAPON-FiF.
With Styles, and it will pop up automatic. And then right there you hit subscribe.
Because you're already signed in usually on your
You've
app.
invested
Sundays with a Z.
probably
Sundays with a Z.
45 seconds to a minute.
Right, I know. And,
But
and,
at
and
most.
it is a lot for people sometimes. Like,
No,
you know,
I get it.
I get it.
Like,
But
So when
time is
you're at,
valuable.
no, I get it.
that.
But when you're at work taking a shit at work, like everyone does, don't say you don't because
Right.
you do. There's that
Because-
time.
Unless you got bad Wi-Fi.
you-
like-
When you're
always
sitting in
get-
traffic, and I know you motherfuckers are already on your phone, so I don't care. I'm not gonna sit here. Don't go. You already do it anyways. Subscribe then. What the fuck? Let's be serious.
You're already
Yeah.
on your phone.
You're already on your phone. Do it. The fuck? Like, I'd be
Dude,
sitting
that
dumb.
light on this thing was like bleaching me out.
Good,
Maybe
we don't-
that's
we don't
better for the show, actually.
Why?
why you want to? But no,
I'm
seriously.
sorry. Oh.
But seriously,
He doesn't get much
it's
sun.
really not that hard.
Yeah.
And exactly what he said. If you go in, if you want to subscribe,
Yeah.
and you should want to subscribe because I'm starting. You know what? Piper cries every night, cries herself to sleep.
I get phone calls from him every night. We don't have any
Dude,
more
my
subscribers.
uncle's
I'm
almost-
affecting him.
Yo, my
I'm laying in
uncle's
the
almost
bathtub with my
60 and
thumb
he
in
knew
my
how to
butt
do it.
crying.
Like, what the hell are we doing? I don't know. It's
Dude.
Do you not like the comedy that we bring?
But
Do you
the
not
support
like
that we
us?
have had, though,
Which is
I gotta,
crazy.
Yeah.
I gotta get
Oh, no,
props
no,
to the
no,
Which
support
is
we have.
crazy.
yeah,
Because
what
we
we
ever
at?
see-
80, 85, or 86 right now? Something like that.
Yeah.
No, but there's people even within those
We're getting
86
close to
that super
90.
support, dude. They super support us.
Super support. Like we have like
A core.
we have like a handful
Listen every week,
of
same
people
people.
who listen every week, who donate almost every
appreciate
week, who are and like
Katie Welch.
and we support them. Yeah, you know the network, baby.
Yeah.
The,
The
network.
network.
Everybody knows who
The
the
network.
network is.
Yeah, bro.
I
The
don't
network
break
kid.
down.
Oh,
Yeah. And we push
God,
their stuff.
wow.
Gotta gunyao. Shout, yo, good looks on
Absolutely.
that video, homie. I gotta do a little something with that.
I sent it to him. I finally sent it to him.
Yeah.
The deal.
But-
Listen, the day we
I-
shot that, he was like, "You sent it to me yet? Send it to me yet?" I was like, "Nah, nah."
Yeah.
And I was holding it because I didn't know what to do with it at the time. But I said to myself, I go, "A time's gonna present itself. I'm gonna go. Oh, this is it."
And that was
And
my
that
son.
was
Yeah. And I was like, oh shit, I like that shit.
Mhm.
That's
We be
good.
doing shit.
Gotta gunyao.
Yeah, man.
What else we got in the building? Who
Shout
else?
out to
Uh,
Buffalo. Shout out to
Who
Buffalo.
else we got going on too? We got
Well, we can just shout out
Music
everybody.
Man. Music
Yeah.
Man.
Yeah, Brian
Music
Caddy
Man.
Welch, Music Man.
Music
He's
Man.
been super supportive the whole way.
Pens and
Pens
pencils.
and
Pens and
You
pencils.
know
No,
that
they
was
just
coming
rocked. They
out.
just rocked. They just rocked the show on Friday, bro.
Killed
Oh,
it, bro.
God.
Killed it.
Oh,
Ariel. Is that what
Yeah.
you're talking about? Ariel?
I didn't get to make the show on Friday. My fault, guys. But dude, I watched the videos. You guys killed that performance on Friday, man. You killed it. It was dope.
Shout out
And they
to-
got their first encore.
To paper
which I felt
Dude,
bad because I did the shit. I did the live, but it didn't.
Kiki.
When they were on stage, did you guys see it or not?
No, I watched your videos.
Yeah. Did you guys see them though? Because the problem is when I went to go post it, it said, "Oh, issue with what?" And I'm like, "You serious?"
Oh.
So I ended up getting almost everybody else, except, and I'm like, "Dude, really?" I'm like, I would have just filmed it and
Yeah,
then
the whole thing. Yeah.
Yeah, I would have sent it to you.
It was dope. It was dope. It was dope on the encore though.
Yeah.
I was talking to Raph.
No,
He
they
said
did.
For the
Yeah,
first time that they got asked to go back
came
up
back
and
in, did another
a song. That's
song.
I
dope, yo.
thought
Good job,
that was
you guys.
because I saw him
That's
going
fine.
live earlier, and I shared the lives, the both most recent shows.
Mm.
Always, whenever I see it, I'm gonna share it all over the place.
Wow,
No, it was
And
good. It was.
I
really
noticed that song was done, and then I checked back in later,
It was
and it was
another
going again. I'm
Yeah.
like, this must be an encore. Yeah.
Yeah, that's dope, dude. That's dope. So fire. Shout out to them.
Yeah.
Sure.
Audio Australia is another
Audio,
one.
yeah.
I don't forget who's the girl in the group that donated to us.
Oh, Lexi.
Yeah, Lexi.
Yeah.
Lexi
Oh, yeah,
O'Connor.
yeah,
Lexi
yeah.
O'Connor.
Yeah,
Big
Lexi,
shout out to you.
shout out to Lexi.
My brother Ryan Beck. Thank you for
Ryan Beck, absolutely. He's been
Yeah,
a
contributing.
supporter.
He watches every week.
Paul Purper was an early supporter.
Paul Purper was
I haven't
early,
heard from him in a little
Absolutely.
bit.
Yeah.
Wow,
Shout
that's
out
all
to-
good, man. People
And
love
by the
this
way,
live.
did we even say at the very beginning of this fucking Happy Mother's Day?
Happy
Yeah.
All
Mother's
you
Day.
mothers out there.
Happy
all you
Mother's
mothers.
to you.
Happy
Yeah.
Mother's Day.
Word to your mother.
Beautiful.
Word to
You
your
come
mother.
right in the shot, honey. Don't.
What that is?
Chocolate like a strawberry.
She has
bananas.
chocolate dipped fruit for the guy. This woman.
Can
is,
you? Oh my God, Paul's wife is
Unbelievable.
amazing.
Yeah.
Styles' wife is amazing.
On Mother's Day, she's
I
serving
married up.
Yellow.
Yes,
I
Oh.
married up. I know. I married up. I definitely-
You guys-
Oh man, look, yo, bananas. Listen,
She knows I'm not.
Ah,
you
this
guys
shit
eat
is
whatever you want.
bananas.
Yeah.
By the way, on Father's
my.
Day, I expect
oh my God.
You know what I'll do.
service up
I'll-
on
Mm.
What is wrong with you?
I didn't
We're
even
gonna,
say anything.
we're gonna see food towel later.
What is wrong with me? The doctors didn't tell me yet. I don't know.
guys.
So,
Figure it out.
alright, bud. Alright, I'm not getting sexy.
It's getting a
I'm
little
not a
weird,
big
yeah.
fruit guy anyway, so.
He's a fruitcake guy.
Oh, don't let Piper get it.
Yeah.
If you want to, Riley, can you
Go
hand
on,
that off to you?
Yeah.
If I put it there, she's gonna be up on the windowsill.
Yeah.
But thank you, honey. I appreciate
Get-
that. Riley,
get out
Riley Styles up in this mug.
Yeah.
So basically, yeah. So what else I want to say is, I'm guessing, unless I change it again, the last day of this month is going to be the raffle.
How many people have actually entered the right way? What do we have for a number?
Like 5 or
Honestly.
6.
5 or
Dude,
6.
guys.
But I haven't decided.
Go ahead.
Like,
Piper, go to your dad. Go look. Wait, no, wait. Stare at this. Sit down.
what she
Piper,
has.
sit down.
She got a nip on. She
Oh.
got a nip on.
No,
her.
what? Go show daddy. Go show daddy what you got.
That's the one you didn't throw on the ball. That
The one that was on the
The
boat.
best.
Piper's throwing on the
No,
hook of the
I
fucking
think
drum.
you missed one of them.
Piper has a drinking problem, guys.
Yeah, it's okay, man.
We all do it, don't we?
Where'd you learn that? I learned it from watching you. So
What we
yeah,
got
like
this
5 or
week,
6
then?
people. I'm not ready to jump the gun. I know what you're gonna think, like,
Yeah.
but I'm thinking about possibly
Say what?
doing something.
No.
Yeah, but so
Me and you are talking.
if
I got
you
an
want to, yeah, if you like free money and a free shirt, like I don't know why the fuck you wouldn't. And doesn't
Considering
cost
I'm the only one of
anything
3 here with
to
it on.
join. All you have to do, and this is coming back to the
Lose 20
subscribing.
pounds, you fat fuck.
You take a
I am
screenshot of you having subscribed to any of our platforms, as a matter of fact, like so YouTube or Rumble or whatever, anywhere, Spotify, iPodcast, freaking follow us on all of our socials, Twitter.
Let's
Facebook,
get ready to
TikTok,
watch SunDaze on
We're gonna be coming on
Rumble.
Twitch soon. We're gonna be basically doing like watch parties of some like political stuff, and we're gonna give our opinions. So yeah, you come through. Riley Styles.
Riley Styles.
So yeah, there's that, and then I think what was the last thing? We gotta get the merch going because we've been dragging ass on that.
We gotta service the
Hey bro, I
merchandise.
said we'd go to PCX the other day, and you said no. We're not doing
We gotta service the merchandise. Is that what you said?
Remember? Don't look at me like this.
Shout out to service
Don't
merchandise.
Don't
Service
make me
merchandise.
out. Maybe out there from
Zales,
there.
Woolworths.
Caldors,
Caldors, Bradley's. Honey, remember Bradley's? I used to hide in the clothing racks when they still had those brown ones. My mother would have a freaking stroke.
I used to love it.
Shout out Mary Stadensky. That's what I was trying to get at, guys. Mother's Day, not just
Yeah.
all you guys.
Yeah,
Can we
mothers.
get some?
Thank you to the mothers.
No, could you
Shout
say
out
thank you
Sophia.
maybe to the mothers if you have
Everybody.
children too, maybe?
Yeah, I'm saying thank you to all the mothers
all
all
the
over the world.
mothers.
Thank you to all the mothers.
Because without
Thank you to-
mothers, we wouldn't be here, bud.
Thank you to the fathers for motherfucking so that we
Yeah.
have kids.
Motherfuckers.
Thank you to the father.
The motherfuckers. Listen, we
Word to your mother.
we helped make the baby. We added something.
Yeah, 5 seconds of pleasure.
I mean, speak for yourself, but I don't know.
I got that. I caught that data from
No, you didn't. You definitely didn't. I have a problem, actually.
Does he have a problem?
Yeah.
He's gonna have a problem.
I know he
If I'm
does.
gonna stop talking, I'm gonna have
No,
a
I know
problem.
you
Yes.
does.
I would- So to the list, ladies and
Hold
gentlemen.
on. So we did. So did you all see all the homeless
Did you
people?
say homicide?
All the homeless. Yeah, I was trying to be like Biden.
Homicide.
Actually, so when you drive around Brockton, what do you think the biggest thing you see is like the
Lots of panhandling.
and what and from what though? Because the
Homeless.
segue into that.
Lot.
Homie.
Wait,
Yeah.
lot
homeless?
of and a lot of mental health issues.
Yeah,
a ton.
What is that?
Addicts.
Addicts? No,
Yeah,
yeah,
that's
definitely
true.
addicts.
But-
Do you see how she seemed like she was trying to fire that?
No, no, but
I don't know.
she's
I
right. She's
said
right.
homeless. A
No.
lot of those people are not homeless.
No,
Mental
you're right. No,
illness.
you're right. But they're one of the. They're almost.
Oh, she's right. We're saying some have apartments and shit, and they're still out there.
They don't want to.
pretending
They
they're
don't want to
adults.
go.
No, but they really do coexist together, like almost at 100 percentile. You're talking easily in the 90s. If you were to look at every single homeless person in any city, I would be willing to bet maybe 90's a little high. I would say 80% not probably have addiction problems.
Probably
Well-
dual diagnosis,
well,
mental health.
the other
group
thing-
with
The other thing is too is mental health. Mental health.
But you know what they did? They
It's
shut down
such
all
a
these
vast
hospitals.
word to like throw at it. Because dude, you could be a little bit mental. You know.
Right,
have
you
a
could be
little
on the
mental health.
spectrum
And-
very
but you're
lightly.
also-
Be high functioning.
Yeah,
right.
and that can throw off.
Right, we
your,
definitely
your
are. We
addiction.
are definitely high functioning
That
on the
will-
spectrum. But here's the thing: in the late '80s into early '90s, and really they went heavy on it in the early 2000s. They started shutting down all the fucking mental hospitals, all the programs.
Yeah.
Just like, no, this is inhumane. These people just need to. So some people can eventually learn to live on their own lives, but there are some people who I know. Like I used to work for a company for 10 years that was all group homes for the mental condition. Some people were being trained to eventually live alone. Some people would never be able to, not because they didn't want to, because they couldn't. They were a danger
My first like
to themselves, and you know what I mean.
my first like interaction with
Now I'm
someone who
gonna
had
be all-
mental health, like wicked bad. When we lived at my father's house, our neighbor across the street, Chris Bogowski, whatever it is, his family. So there was a lady who used to live there. Her name was Beverly. She used to live at their house, right? And dude, this shit was crazy. We'd be playing like hide and seek or tag, whatever, like just young kids, like
She'd
7
pop
years
out
old,
with a
8 years
butcher
old.
knife.
She would come back to the house because she was so like it was mental illness, but also something going on with drugs. Her family had left her and just said, hey,
Oh,
whatever.
no.
She was an older lady, but
Yeah.
dude, she would show up at the house, and they were like, oh shit, oh, yo, this is Beverly, run. And I was like, huh? But this lady was like nuts.
She didn't live there anymore, but she's still...
Yeah, and she would come to the house and start knocking on the door like she
Still
still lived there.
Was that because she wrote there?
Yeah.
It's mental illness. I mean, there should be a place though. There should be a place for those type of people. I guess the problem becomes like with any government subsidized thing that they do, people take advantage of the program, such as the welfare program, the mental illness program. How many of the mental illness really are mental ill people? There definitely is a percentage. I'm not saying that, but how many actually defraud? I am like this when you're really not for the free ride.
Yeah, it's a joint.
There are.
They go both ways. It goes both ways.
But it's a good. It's the majority that have like severe problems.
Like if you can give a percentage, what would you think?
I don't know the exact number, so I don't
No,
want to just make
not
up
exact number.
like,
Hypothetical, allegedly.
honestly.
Yeah, no, I'm asking your opinion. What do you think?
I'd say somewhere close to like 65 to 70% of people.
What do you think?
I would say it's around there. Yeah.
Because if you think about
so you're saying six,
it's a little more than half.
For every 10 people, you're saying six are legit, 4 are.
Why is it
illegitimate.
that every single city has?
Where you guys going? Yeah.
I'm going
Why,
to
you know what I mean? Like that's where it seems to be very prevalent. Is the city.
Yeah.
Because think about
on
it.
top of each other.
I have a friend that's a mom.
Convenience
Drive
for all the
safe,
people.
friends, be safe with
Just
how
think about it. You live in the
guys-
woods. What you gotta go hunt your shit. You're gonna go.
If
find
you
your
know if
food.
you get hurt, that the nearest like hospital's like an hour, 2-3 hours
My
away. When
beautiful
you're in the city, it's probably
white
15 minute
mother,
drive,
my
right?
children,
It's
Mrs.
I don't know.
Styles.
Yeah, that's why. That's what I think the prevalency
Yeah.
is with mental illness and homeless people. It is in most cities. I mean,
Is this mental illness a wear too? I believe it is.
I don't know.
So this goes right. So that you know what, we might as well just get right into this because we're playing right into it, and it's not even what's up there. It's not even have a lot of information on that first, and that's it. So it's kind of a waste. But New York City, New York City.
Give the dog a treat.
You want treaties? Come here, New York City. The freaking probably just because.
Bye.
Just because.
Love you.
She's gonna be too
Are you
much.
talking? Which one are we going into?
You know what we're going into. The
You want
main
number
one,
two?
the big one.
Okay.
The big one.
What's the big one?
The big one is the Marine on the
Who
subway.
choked out the?
Who
Yeah.
choked out the aggressive.
I was hoping this was gonna come up too.
Because I'm sure we both have a lot to say about it, and I think we all sort of like.
Can you jump into this? Can I jump into this one?
Absolutely.
Okay, so
Smash that kid.
So it was a white dude, and now they're trying to say it's a racial issue because he choked out a black homeless guy who literally got on the subway and said, "I will hurt anybody," and went
And I'm
crazy.
willing to die for it.
Yeah,
That's what he said.
Well, hey, let's just put this into perspective that another black dude was actually
And
holding the guy's
Hispanic
arms
dude.
while he was choking
And a
him out.
Hispanic dude too.
Yeah, and yep. And it's like
So we had 3 races.
it has
Three
nothing to do
different
with
races.
race, man. It's just people are getting sick of the bullshit. And we're not from New York, man. We're
But everything
We're
can't
here.
be white supremacy, man.
No,
Everything
no.
cannot be white supremacy, bro.
But-
It's not about that. Like, I'm gonna bring up a good point, and I said this
Yeah.
to Styles on the I was talking to him the other day on the phone. I said,
Hey,
we're the
can I ask
generation.
you one of these?
We are the generation of the '90s, right? We grew up in the '90s when hip hop became a thing. I remember growing up, there was never a problem between me and any other race. And we grew up in Brockton, Massachusetts, which is a melting pot, diversity pot of many different ethnic backgrounds. It is 10, 12, 15 different ethnicities together, coming together and forming a
For
fabric.
a long time.
And we
now.
never had a problem with that ever growing up. But
Yeah.
now this generation, which is the same generation as then, you fast forward to now. We're the ones now in power. 35 to 50, we'll say. We'll give that 15-year bracket. So you're telling me that when our most influential years of growing up was cohesiveness, that now we're divided? I don't fucking buy that shit for nothing, bro. I'm sorry, I don't. And I could be the asshole and the
It's
outlier.
manufactured.
I believe it, bro. I can't buy it. I can't buy into that shit at all.
Well,
Because
that's the
look at how tight we, dude. Shit wasn't like that, man.
It
And all of a
wasn't at
sudden,
all.
a narrative has been pushed that if you are a white person, you are a racist.
especially on corporate media. Dude.
Yo, especially on
Corporate
corporate
media.
media, man.
Yeah.
Especially
Which, thank God, lots of people like are starting to start watching.
Yeah, they don't. Yeah,
And
a lot of people know.
I mean,
This is why Russell Brand and Tim Pool and all these guys are
Yeah,
getting major platforms.
Dude, and Russell Brand
Russell
is because
Brand.
he's fucking intelligent. And
And-
if people
and it
try
makes
to
sense.
want like, oh, he's a center guest, he's a
Joe
center
Rogan.
guest. He's
Even
very
Joe Rogan.
intelligent.
Yo,
He's on
he's
fucking point.
quick.
He's got the
Oh, yeah,
fucking
he is.
facts.
And he's fat.
That's what
He's
people get
calm,
mad
too.
about.
And he's got that English slang, so sometimes you
Yeah.
don't know what he's saying. He's like, yo, I'm the
I
flag,
actually like it,
you
though.
understand or whatever.
No,
Like, oh,
yo,
what?
he has that comedic twist to it.
Yes, yeah, absolutely.
I'm definitely.
Well, because he's always been so like.
Yes, yeah. Comedy adjacent.
But
Carcuñao. Speaking of the Latino community and the Hispanic community,
Yeah, bro.
But I don't even know if we finished off where we're like.
Oh.
What do you guys think about that? Like, you know, they arrested the Marine now.
Well,
right?
no,
Yeah,
they
they're
didn't.
not
They did not arrest him. They let him go that day.
No, they
And
arrested
then-
him
but then-
yesterday or the day before.
No, he turned himself in. So there's a difference.
But then they perp walked him, which is
Well,
they didn't have to
Yeah.
do that. That was
they're gonna say,
That's
but
awesome.
the,
That's awesome.
I,
It's
I will
political,
say,
Sing.
I will say, the issue is that he held the choke too long. Like you don't, if you have any
I agree.
understanding
Bro, I
of
said it
MMA
I agree.
or
I
any
did
type
say
of
it too.
self-defense, he should have done it for about 23 seconds. Choke him
But
out,
the only
done.
thing that's
You know,
scary
he
though,
didn't die there that day. He went to the hospital. And
Right.
he died in the hospital.
Yeah.
Hold on.
Yeah.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Hold up.
Yes, sir.
You're telling me
That's why you don't hit. You
in the
don't
fucking
hit.
Marine, I also heard the Marine put him in the recovery position after the
Yes.
fact.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So hold on.
He got up.
was
He
alive.
got up.
So this motherfucker was alive. So you're telling me that this dude, I'm gonna go Alex Jones right here for a
They
minute.
were saying he had a lot of course he's homeless, man. He had a lot of health issues and stuff.
Yeah.
No,
Yeah.
fuck that, bro. You're telling me that the government doesn't, and this, I'm going Alex Jones deep on this one. You're telling me to cause further divide, the government doesn't have the opportunity to see that this happened,
Oh,
send
same.
somebody to the hospital to purposely kill this dude after the fact, and then go, oh my god, this guy threw him in a headlock, just to further propagate the propaganda they're pushing.
Yeah.
Is that out of route? Am I going way wacky when I say that?
No.
Is that possible?
Mhm.
Yeah.
Like,
So, just to let you know,
'Cause
that
he's
is
alive.
what happened.
You're telling me after
Yeah.
I put you in a headlock, you get up,
Yeah.
walk away, go do some other shit. You
No,
got
no,
later
no.
on. It's my
He
fault.
didn't technically
he never walked away.
Yeah.
He never walked away.
There was
But he was
paramedics
breathing.
that
They said he was
grabbed him.
breathing.
But he was
breathing.
but he was still
alive.
down. He was-
I think if anything,
very
he
low
probably
pulse and shit.
fucked up his throat. Like, fucked up. Like, I don't know exactly what he did.
But I don't know.
No, I said to him on the phone, bro. I said when you,
He
and
was
this is the
doing
second
it to
time.
cut off blood, like just to put him.
It
to sleep.
honestly takes about 20 seconds.
Dude, this is the second one
Yeah, I
though.
don't know
George
why.
Floyd,
Yeah.
George Floyd in this, both people were restrained
They
too
lo-
long.
They let.
I agree with
they
you on
let
that.
the dude go. Right
Bro,
after.
bro, I agree with you on that. It's.
Yeah.
I said to you on the phone, bro, the other day. When you throw someone up in a lock like that, the minute you feel the body go limp, let go and put him in the recovery
I
position.
know, but
Right then, let go.
But it didn't happen like that because even
I
the
know it
guys
didn't.
that were trying to help restrain him, he wasn't limp yet because they were having to hold.
When they go
he
limp.
wasn't. That's the whole point.
He never went limp. Is what you're saying?
People trying to say he did eventually, but people trying to say that he held him in the thing for so long, but the whole time until he stopped moving.
Yeah.
He let him go as soon as he started. He just thought he went to sleep or whatever.
That's what I mean. Yeah,
But the
that's when
dudes
he
were
let go.
holding his arms and legs.
I
like-
know that, but I'm
Yeah.
saying the guy that's applying is the one that has the liability on him. Because he's the one applying the
Hey.
choke, right? So that's why he's getting
Play
charged
dumb.
with
But
manslaughter.
here's the problem I have.
What's it?
And some people aren't gonna like this.
Dumb games, get dumb prizes,
Yeah, when
whatever.
you play stupid games.
Play
with
stupid games
supervisors.
with supervisors.
Absolutely.
And here's the thing, and I know some people are not gonna like this.
Yeah.
But I gotta say, because it's fucked and it's all right. Tell me, honest to God, if it was the other way around, if the homeless man was a white man and the Marine was a black man, we'd be hearing a fucking thing
wouldn't
right
be on
now
the
about
news.
the story.
No. Or
It would have been good job.
Or
Good
what-
job, you
or
killed another
what if-
racist.
What if the homeless guy tried to attack a lady who was white? You probably wouldn't hear about it. They
The
probably
dude,
wouldn't bring
his
it up.
most recent thing that he
But
got
just-
picked up for was he punched a 67-year-old woman in the face.
What the sickest
He's been
thing
trying
is,
to push people, and they're
Yeah.
trying to play pictures of him dancing as a Michael
Michael
Jackson
Jackson.
performer.
Yeah.
Like, yes, he was
Dude.
still a human being. Don't get me wrong.
yeah,
I don't want
yeah.
anybody to fucking die. I
Yeah.
have a problem with that. But the way they're going about it, saying that it has to do with racism, is just like every other fucking bullshit narrative.
That is
I
the
don't-
sickest part. Is don't
And these
bring
people are
race.
chomping at the fucking bits too.
Bring humanity. into
These
it, like,
fucking Marxists,
Because they're
ultra
losing
progressive supremacists.
control. They're losing control and they're grasping for control at any point. They have hypnotized a huge base of
The
people.
Marxists,
Yeah,
ultra
yeah.
progressive,
They have-
supremacist
They have,
party.
and they're losing those people now. Dude. They're starting to lose some. Dude, they're being so blatant with shit. They're not even hiding over that. A lot of people are getting woke. A lot of people are waking up to the bullshit, my dude.
No,
Well, now the new woke. Is,
I always say that.
Our woke.
I
Yeah,
always
yeah,
say that. Yeah, because woke, you know that too.
Yeah.
You know when woke first came out, it wasn't what it is now.
No, we flipped it
Yeah,
because they
Well-
tried flipping it on us before we had a chance to. You know how to get down with that shit, dude.
dude.
The same thing with
Just like what
conspiracy
they
theory.
did to rap,
Just like they would get.
positive rap and shit. Dude, anything positive.
Shut
They
up.
only want the negative.
Shout out Mary Sullivan.
Yeah, Mary Sullivan.
Yeah.
Yeah, girl, I told you, fucking be part of the street team. Get us any fucking informations that you got.
No, come on in, yo. We would love to have you on.
And do you notice how she puts a laughing emoji on anything I post that she doesn't agree with? Stop negging me, girl. Okay.
Stop.
She is.
His nipples get hard when you do that.
Yeah.
He's like, oh my
Yeah.
god.
I go on and I put what are those clips called there? The fucking laundry.
The chip clips? The chip clips for the fucking
No, for like hanging laundry.
laundry clips.
Clothespins.
Clothespins, yeah.
Laundry
I
clips.
put them on and I
We used to have one.
Oh my.
and I take this little gravel thing and I bang myself in the crotch with it. I don't know. It's the weird shit.
So what do you think about what happened in Texas with the Hispanic gay members?
Well, that's
doing the
another
mass
thing
shootings
that's
and
weird. Well,
running into the crowd with trucks?
Actually, apparently now they're saying, dude, there's so much. I don't know what the real story is yet. And this is nothing. You're talking about people wanting people to do stuff and it being a setup to.
I haven't heard
I
about
think
this.
that these fucking people were paid by maybe the cartel or something like that because you know Title
because
42.
of the Title 42.
Title 42
Yeah.
ending hurts the cartel because the harder it is for people to get across the border.
Coyotes run across.
They make
You
more money.
killed it.
Do you know how people fucking die too in those trucks and stuff? I think we know we talked before. And
A lot.
Yeah.
But the media doesn't tell so many fucking stories. It's unfucking believable. But yeah, so I guess
Russia, Ukraine.
they said he was a fucking gay manga.
Hmm.
He wasn't a gay. He wasn't. But the thing that's weird is they said that they were claiming this, and I have to see some proof of it. But they said that he had swastika tattoos on him. The Hispanic dude, that he was a white supremacist. And I was laughing at first. I'm like, yeah, you know, Hispanic.
I'm not gonna lie.
And then somebody said to me, "They're a black white supremacist." I said, "Whoa!" I said, "You mean besides Dave Chappelle?"
Does that make him gray?
Nikki Lunch.
Is that a gray supremacist at that point?
Nikki Lunch, what's Nikki Lunch?
What the fuck? I don't get what that even means.
What do you mean?
How can an Hispanic or a black person be a white supremacist? How does that work?
The way they were explaining it, which I still...
Are you trying to demonize the words white supremacist?
I'm still trying to...
Is that the two you're trying to...
I'm still questioning it, but they're basically saying that there is sort of a culture now that's starting to pop up of very light-skinned Hispanic people. They sort of try to play the white thing anyways. I know funny.
What's that mean though?
Because... Alright, this is the thing. Even black people will tell you this. Even in the black community, even in the black community, the lighter you are, the more desirable that lighter skin color is. This is a fact. You can ask most black people, unless they're, you know what I mean, obviously they're very against that shit, but it's a very common thing. So Hispanic people are thinking of themselves sometimes, not always, but more closer to white people than they are to black people. So they want to be part of that culture, you know what I mean? And they're saying there are people here and there, but I'd like to see the proof though, that are popping up who are Hispanic white supremacists.
I hear what you're saying. I just asked that question back to anyone that's in Africa that's in African descent. Do you think those people look at the light skinned people as more beneficial?
No, but Nigerians consider themselves the highest of high. They really do.
Yes, I do think in Africa, yes.
My question is, why is that looked at as white though?
No, it's not.
You know what I mean? Why is that looked at as a white thing?
It's looked at as more.
What I didn't realize is, you know what's kind of
not me saying
because of I'm assuming I'm not packages layer by layer. Why?
You know what's kind of crazy? I was looking this
Why
up.
do people have an issue with the color people's skin? It's got something to do with that.
That's what I mean though. But that comes down to the individual though. That's not.
They feel like
a
beauty.
group.
I know. I'm not saying everybody, but I'm saying
know,
it's prevalent. It's probably the majority.
No, I get you. I'm playing devil's advocate.
Did you know that the country of Nigeria has 200?
I pretty much I know
the Nigerian country has 230 million people.
The country,
you know that?
They're very cocky.
The country of Africa, the country of Africa is 1.8 billion. We have 7 billion on planet Earth, roughly, give or take.
A little more,
or whatever. So even say 8. You're talking about
the most
25%.
The most popular place in the world.
Dude, 25% of the Earth's population sits on one of the 7 continents.
And we all came from that continent. That's where life started.
Well,
until they prove any different.
Depends on who you listen to.
Why? Because China right now is trying to claim
Iraq and Iran is where they're saying that the cradle of where that's not Africa. That's Middle East.
And China is now too. You know that, right?
I know, bro. And if you talk to certain historians, our
remember the Nazis were doing it too.
Our history starts here, but there is a before our history that people don't.
But then again, if you break it down, you look at Pangea, and look at how everything was.
That makes
we
all.
How
does that happen?
We absolutely.
Okay.
Wouldn't you have? Wouldn't you have? No, I'm saying for right. We have black people, white people, and every color in between white and black. Right. Yeah. Our continents have shifted over millennia, right?
Yeah.
When there was Pangea, was there
Tectonic
one? What was there one dominant color when there was Pangea? Because all the continents are one. We're on one climate.
People, one
We're on one climate, so we're all interacting together.
As you moved out
throughout one
across
continent,
the globe.
no, there's no globe at that point. There's one continent, and then there's water around it.
Right, but I'm saying like eventually when everything starts to break
broke.
apart and stuff, and people start to go in different places, you didn't. It actually it takes generations and generations. It's evolution. Your skin color starts to change.
Yeah,
you get
you're
less
like
sun every generation.
Less sun.
Every generation becomes more adaptable to the environment it's brought up in.
Yeah.
So when we moved away from each other now, different continents, you have different people looking because over millennia, the United States used to be part of Africa at one point. Now it's not. For millions of years. Over those millions of years, we've evolved differently than them, and the Asians have evolved differently than the Australians.
Do you remember that Nazi Germany tried that too, to say that that they had that the cradle of the world was in there. Like they tried to make everything all about.
Who's to say though?
Trying to write their own history.
How do you know?
Who knows?
How do you know though?
Are the Nazis on the moon? Maybe, I don't know.
Yeah.
So
Hitler was
the
around,
Chinese and
right?
aliens too. You believe in that shit?
Hitler had autism.
He was.
I watched
awesome.
a video of him during the Olympics.
Did you say Hitler was awesome? You piece of shit.
No, I had autism.
Oh, it's alright, buddy.
But that's fine. Things happen.
But yeah, so basically I had that shit. Dude, what about HRT? Do you know what that is?
Human replacement technology.
All right, so what it is it's part of the whole AI field. So it's all the stuff that they're working on now that is going to replace human beings in a lot of sectors in the workplace, like to a detriment to people. Like I'm pretty sure. Like I don't see how. Like maybe we'll start to adapt. Like some people are trying to do more now away from like manual labor stuff. Although certain things is always going to be necessary. People like us,
You have to.
blue collar fucking people, to an extent, are always until they make a robot that can do fucking everything.
You're
They
very
will.
Do you see the ones they made so far
They
that like and
the Chaco College?
they make them work for like 20 hours and then they like kill themselves because they're tired of working and shit. You seen that shit?
The only problem I have with that video
the
though,
Foxfire.
who knows what that was? Somebody said that robot committed suicide. How do we know that robot really? How do you know the person was like, oh, we ran it for 15 hours, let's just shut it off? And the guy filming it goes, dude, if I said that it was suicide, who would know the difference? You wouldn't. You wouldn't know the difference.
Who would know the difference if everything that happens in this fucking world, if people just do and say whatever they want to say, because that's basically
what happens anyways, right?
Yeah,
So what like, you follow the narrative, don't you? It's like you take the pill or don't you? Doesn't it come down to that basic
I'll take
premise?
the pill. I'll take the pill. I
Yeah,
don't know
no
what it
people
is.
take
I'll
the
try it.
God. He's now a Democrat.
Sorry,
Sorry,
buddy. That was roofies.
I was almost out of Democrat. Democrat.
What?
I'll scroll up.
Oh, I know, but also, but this thing right here, I actually said something to you about this. You know about this.
Which one?
So tell me, so you read what it says right there.
The top one?
Yeah.
I never heard one. What
You want me to read it?
Because it's my theory. Whoever wants to read it can read it. It's me you're asking about. It's
all right,
my
ready?
theory.
I'll be so. Can you have the mic?
Yeah.
Live and direct. It's your boy FiF. Now, I'm gonna ask you, Paul. I have a question for you. What do you think about the JFK butterfly effect theory? What's your thoughts on that, sir?
Okay, so the JFK butterfly effect theory, that's actually my theory.
Okay.
I just invented this the other day.
I love it.
Let's
get it.
I'm not gonna say what type of condition I might have been in when I came up with this. I might have been
25 edibles.
So what my theory is that when JFK got assassinated, right? I mean, at this point, I would say most people, like, I think it's openly known, like,
Probably agree with
that the CIA, the government, was most
pretty
definitely
good.
involved in that. And I feel like that is when conspiracy theory, it was a phrase before that, we talk about this, but that's when it became huge, and to discredit everybody, not just with the assassination, anything that people question. People start to question stuff, like, and I feel like ever since JFK was assassinated, that's the butterfly effect. One thing happens and it just keeps snowballing. And progressively, things have gotten worse all the way to where we are right now. And it makes me wonder why. I know some people have some questions about RFK, and he's not as big of a long shot as people say, but I wonder
think he's
if
on point.
RFK can get into the White House, would that sort of like set the clock back, like flip the script?
I think it should.
I feel like he's a guy who could unify the country more because he's not a Republican. He's a Democrat, but I know he's
Doesn't
not
matter
like
whether
a Democrat's Democrat.
Let's get a
But
little
I mean-
more like what do we call a middle? We should have a middle.
No, but what are people's issues
You can't flip that back. There's no flipping that back.
But do you agree that it was a butterfly effect in a lot of ways? Like, it was the beginning. Not that we never fucked around with shit prior to that, because governments, people in charge have always done it. But don't you think like that was the beginning of a trend?
I think that was the beginning of the trend when you picked up on it. No, when you picked up on it. I can go back one thing before it. That happened in the 60s and 70s. We can go back to World War II. And I think like that was our way of when we dropped bombs on Japan and when we came in and was trying to stay out of the war and we finally got in the war. We were like, listen, dude, this is what's going to, under false pretenses, Pearl Harbor. You know what I mean? Like, I feel like we intentionally antagonized the Japanese to bomb Pearl Harbor for us intentionally to get involved. That's what you're saying. It's another those coups go back to what, the Bay of Tonkin?
Yeah.
Back in the 1800s. And that's the earliest that we know of. I mean, I'm sure there's ones before that. This has probably been going on for thousands and thousands of years.
Because there's a lot of things that I'm not necessarily saying. There's a lot of things where I'm not necessarily saying that, oh, I think that they definitely did, but I think a lot of stuff throughout history has been manipulated so they could get the desired effect. Like, even to this day, people can say it's craziness, whatever, but we don't really know the exact full story of 9/11. Probably never will.
No,
I'm not saying that they're definitely right.
No, but because of JFK, you know why? Because they fucking killed JFK, and then when they did the next false flag 30 years later, everyone looked back and goes, if we open our mouths, we're gonna get JFK. They blow this motherfucker's head off, dude, on national TV. Yeah. Bro, that was a fucking sign.
And also, and the other thing is, anybody who questioned it, they called you a crazy person.
They called you conspiracy theory. This goes back to what you were talking about. This is you see the layers of onion of how they do it.
Because here's the thing that makes me wonder, like, because you realize that if 9/11 didn't happen, Bush wasn't going to win a second term. Oh. He had approval rating about as bad as Biden's is right now. Everybody didn't like him
because of Daddy, because of Bush.
And then he wanted into those countries real bad to do what they wanted to do with the oil and shit. False flag happens, or I'm not saying I know for sure.
Saddam tried to assassinate Daddy too, so don't give it. He always had a bone to pick.
He said, "Yo, Daddy."
But that happening made. Made Americans.
Someone tried to kill your dad. You probably tried to kill them too. I imagine. Let's be serious.
Well, I understand that. But that happening made.
Not that it's right or wrong.
It did give them what they wanted because they wanted.
It was a double.
Americans to say, "Yeah, go fuck it." And the thing is,
they had hidden agendas behind it.
Yeah, and the thing is,
we're not where we are today unless 9/11 happens.
You right.
Today.
Right.
You don't have the pandemic. You don't have any of these erosions.
Security stuff.
Homeland Security. NSA. You don't have the attack on the Second Amendment, the attack on the First. None of that is possible today unless 9/11 happens the way it did.
I want to bring this up.
Homeland Security comes in.
I know this is a little off topic, but did you guys hear about like what happened with like all the fucking a bunch of the attackers that took over the planes and whatnot, and I don't know if you look into Building 7 or not.
I'm well versed in that.
Because dude on a fucking passport got picked up by a fucking...
From one of the planes.
No.
That passport came out of the plane.
No, when they came, like a bunch of the people, they weren't here already. They had to come from fucking... I forget.
No, they come from Saudi Arabia.
Dude, that's the other thing too.
But they were learning how to fly in the United States.
In California and Florida.
They learned how to fly though, but there was a dude who was paying their rent.
Yes.
There was a dude who was fucking going. Dude.
Yeah.
I looked into it. I watched this a couple weeks ago, and I was just like, "What the fuck?" But then, then you gotta change my son's diaper. Then I gotta make food for him.
Well, that's what happens. That's what life.
You forget.
Yeah. And there's so many people who want to be
like... That's why there's AirPods, bro. So you still listen to that shit.
But then...
No.
But so many people just want to be...
I want to watch the same thing.
So many people just want to be naive to that, though. And they just want to just not have to think about anything, like, too serious.
Ignorance is bliss.
It's easier to just say...
Ignorance is bliss. The fact that they're not even talking about anything in Russia and Ukraine now, and there's a full-out fucking war going on.
The spring assault.
Ukraine is fucking pummeled now. Like, it's
Did you listen to Dave Smith?
Yeah.
On Ari Shafir's podcast? I know it was a comedy podcast, but I looked at it. I go to look up the podcast, and I go, holy shit.
4 hours?
5 hours and 4 minutes.
Damn, I want.
And I was like, huh? I go, holy shit. But it was all about Ari Shafir and Dave Smith.
That's it, just the two?
Oh, dude, it was...
You know Dave Smith?
Did you listen to it, though?
No,
I sent it
don't
to
know
you too.
I didn't listen to it yet.
I didn't send it to you because you got the Android, so I yeah.
I watched.
I'll send it.
We all watch. You know what it is? We all have our own information streams.
But it all brings us back
To the same fucking point.
But
Well,
here's the
it-
thing: like,
It makes a lot like.
But what do you think about the fact that the government had actually, like, government officials had actually written up papers that described exactly what happened to the World Trade Center? Like that was like you know this, right?
Oh yeah, they had 2 weeks before they had.
This is a possibility of
insurance
something that could happen to
take
us
off it
because
on-
we spend billions, if not
insurance
trillions, of
and-
dollars on trying to stop things like
What
that.
about
and
Building
it was
7?
a failure.
Didn't even
But
get hit.
was it a
It fell
failure?
down.
Bro,
Did
they ran
I wanna go too
exercises
deep.
the day of doing the same thing. Why is it every time there's an attack on the U.S., they're running some kind of simultaneous, same exact event somewhere else far away from where it happens? They drew all the fucking fighters that day on 9/11 because they were doing exercises in case people hijacked 747s, but they were all in like the northwest part of the country doing shit over Alaska.
Why was there Cheekies and Daishikis on that plane in first class on that flight that was supposed to supposedly hit Building 7? They said, "Come on, because they were running late." And they said, "No, we gotta get in the air. Why are these sheiks saying that? And maybe I got it
No,
wrong.
it's just money.
Maybe it wasn't a
It's just
sheik.
money.
Maybe it was what is it? The difference between sheiks and
Princes?
no.
The
Sheik-
sheik
in
is Iran.
Lunches.
The sheik is Iran.
So,
That's who runs
so-
the-
There's
Sunnis-
between sheiks.
Yeah,
and
no, I'm
lunches.
thinking about Sunnis and
Yeah,
That's
no,
different.
My bad,
That's
yeah,
ethnic
yes,
background.
yes. So, but
These guys are
they
starting to
were
categorize now.
no, I'm not talking about
No, I know, but I'm saying about the.
Yeah, but they said they were like, "Oh, we gotta get in the air." Even the pilot said, he goes, "I didn't feel right about it. I didn't."
Felt like something was off, but
Yeah.
nobody fucking did anything.
Well, that plane did not go up that day.
But and you heard all the conspiracy
crazy.
theories about the
It's not a conspiracy theory when it's true. Like, they missing
Yeah.
$2 trillion the day before. Rumsfeld comes out on national TV on 9/10.
Not 2
It says-
million.
It says 2 trillion,
Not 2 billion.
1.8 trillion with a fucking T.
2 trill.
we can't find.
We can't find it,
We
and
don't
it
know
just
where it
so
went.
happens
And you're
that
saying they were 2 trill?
Building 7 and the part of the Pentagon that got hit were just the two particular areas that seem to house that trackable information.
Basically, like
We're probably gonna get killed by the
So,
CIA.
yo, I'm gonna cut the
You know.
podcast right here and put the emoji that goes like this.
Yeah. I put that shit on all the time because I'm like, you gotta really think about it. dude.
Let's be
Like,
serious. You know what I mean? It's like, yo, how do people? They're doing like, and Paul, I know you say this all the time. How can people not look at this and see that there's like major issues going on here? Like, where's the fucking what part? Is that the CIA?
Oh shit! They got you.
right. Yeah, you're saying how can people not like
Pete,
fucking
see
put
the
2 and 2
breadcrumbs.
together?
How can they not follow the breadcrumbs and come to some type
I
of
seen
conclusion?
that said it. The fucking dots are so close to each other now that they're touching each other, and some people still can't fucking connect the dots.
Is it what me and you talked about like before when we chat on the phone
Like when
sometimes?
you buy into something so
Yeah, when you're so deeply invested that you can't fathom being wrong, and that you will go to all ends to stay with that
and
narrative.
you feel scammed, you feel foolish, but you don't want to admit it.
But you
so
can't
can
admit it.
Double, triple, quadruple.
Yeah,
fucking-
so instead of just taking the L up front, right, and having it be, I'm over, I was duped, because I'm not gonna lie, when fucking the pandemic happened, I bought in at first. I was like, whoa, for the first 2 months,
Me
you know what I
too.
mean? I was kind of
I
like,
thought it was
whoa.
like crazy.
And then I started seeing the movements. I'm going, wait a minute, this doesn't make sense to me. I'm not a scientist. I don't know, but like, if we're trying to get away from, why are we doing the complete opposite of what like common sense would say? And that's not happening. I was like, whoa, wait a minute, let me scale back
Like,
for a
do you
minute.
see other people now who are trying to come out? Other people who like pushed all the lockdown stuff. Like, I never said. And then
Justin Trudeau,
and they're showing side by sides of them saying back
Justin
then,
Trudeau, my guy,
dude.
huge bro. I watched those. Those
you
were
mean
crazy.
Fidel Castro's love child.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
Oh no, bro, he was ready. So if you listen
His
to Klaus
mother.
Schwab, who is the head of the WEF, right? This motherfucker says about Justin Trudeau specifically.
Yeah.
They started, I think, in 2001. Was the what was the name of it? The Politicians of the Future. They have a program, and guess who was one of the first ones that graduated that program and is doing the best by his master, Justin fucking Trudeau.
Yeah, there's something just off about him. Just like when I listen to him talk, just like he seems like he's trying to like
like a
play
scumbag.
off, but he's trying to play off like a really like nice like.
But he's evil, and maniacal as fuck.
Yeah.
Justin Trudeau.
Well, just look at the stuff that they. Just look at the shit.
Bro, they're fucking truckers though. It came up to, and they tried like you couldn't Venmo them money, you couldn't send PayPal money to them. The whole truckers convoy, man.
When you
they
start
went ham
doing that,
on them,
that's
bro.
tyrannical.
They went ham on them,
Hey,
man.
what do you guys think about this whole court case went down? There's a lot of shit to unpack with it about all the shenanigans. But the fucking Trump, E. Jean Carroll there, who they didn't even, she claimed rape originally, but then it didn't even they didn't prove rape, but plus it was 27 years ago, so the statute of limitations was gone, except for the fact that New York just recently passed a law that for 1 year, the statute of limitations go away for sexual assault cases. Like they literally passed a law to go after Trump, and Trump's like, I don't even know this lady.
They said they met or whatever.
Yeah, they were in a picture.
Think about this.
Yeah.
What's the charge? What was the charge? Rape, right?
If you listen to it, she's
Sexual
worse.
assault. Sexual assault.
I don't even think it was. Yeah.
Think about that charge. It's sexual assault. How, if he really sexually assaulted her or did anything of that manner, how did you get out of the criminal aspect of it then? You sexually assaulted someone, my dude. How are you getting out of the criminal element? How did you damn near rape somebody, if not rape, but get out of find not acquitted from the criminal side of it, but found liable from a civil side? Explain that.
Because criminal-wise, they couldn't do anything because it's 27 years ago. It's past the statute of
You just said that they stopped that and allowed that to happen.
Yeah.
For the past year. So they opened the door for that, hoping that the judge was going to let them get in with that, but they couldn't. The judge was like, you can't.
Because they couldn't.
Because there's not a fucking evidence. That's why. Because
there was no evidence.
there's a higher threshold
She
on
even
a
said
criminal
that she
level.
saved the dress she wore that day, and they were like, there wouldn't be, after
Well, the Monica?
years, there wouldn't be any
Monica
DNA
Lewinsky?
on it anyways. But then during the course of the case, she said, basically that he never penetrated her. So the whole thing, the saying that
It's a sham.
Did you see the
So
time?
how was
He said he only ever took pictures of her with her, and that was it. He goes, I
yes,
feel
she
bad
was
for her.
in a picture.
He even said that too, yeah.
Yeah, on the fucking time.
Dude, she was fucking more.
Did he have to pay her $5
She
million?
was more wacky.
Yeah.
Well, that's a
Well, he's
That's a
he's,
finding, but
he's
it's
He's
being
appealing.
appealed. But she's more fucking wacky and loopy than the one that they tried to go after Brett Kavanaugh with.
Yeah.
What the fuck was her name?
That's
Dude, it's funny how, and even this lady, she said she can't remember if it was 1995 or 1996.
All right, I don't hold my
Could
whale
be
and take a
any
leak of
fucking
red back.
year.
That's a whale in here.
95.
Could
Unbelievable.
be any year.
Yeah,
yo, you know?
yeah,
Statute
have your
of
chance.
limitations.
Yeah, here's your chance. It's solo, dude. Take it.
Well,
That's a
honestly,
fucking-
I want to get into the George Santos shit.
Yeah, what do you think about the judge?
George Santos. What? So,
Guys. What? Oh, there's a red dot on your forehead.
no, George Santos actually
He's
getting
a
arrested
fucking
and brought up on
chameleon.
charges. This guy is, will we say that pathological liar?
Yeah.
Or he'll do anything to succeed? Is that
Did you see him?
same thing?
Did you see him roast the Bidens though? I did like
Yeah.
that.
Oh yeah. He did bring that up. I do like that though too,
He
but
said,
it doesn't
"How
mean that
come?"
you can do it, buddy.
No,
Like,
he said, how come for these?
But Biden has money, millions of dollars coming in from different accounts from foreign.
Yeah,
it was all
dude.
foreign, right?
And and that's the whole thing they're trying to say.
China.
What is your business? What is your? They don't have a business.
Yeah.
What is your service that you're getting paid? All in all, it's like around $30 million between China, Romania, Ukraine. They've been involved with Ukraine since he was vice president.
Yeah. It's just after all the shit, because we covered this back in like January, I think.
Like, why would you have shell corporations?
Didn't we cover all
Like,
this?
what
George
is the
Santos
actual business? What?
shit? Oh shit!
Have we
That
covered
was
it
a
before?
gorilla.
That was a ghost. That was a fat ghost.
That was the.
Yeah,
gorilla.
you and him can do a little. I'm gonna take a peek with it too, but you guys
But
can do a
anyways,
little bit of George Santos.
Yeah,
Yeah,
George
no,
Santos.
and
I'm
then-
just glad that
I
actually,
didn't this time I like you.
I'm
Oh,
glad
dude,
they're bringing him up on
what I
charges.
said. Remember what I originally said that Gavin Newsom was gonna do with that reparations thing?
I'm lost.
I said he's just gonna dangle the reparations out, and then he's gonna be like, "Oh, sorry, we realized we can't do it," just like Biden did with the fucking
College round.
with the college shit.
Oh yeah. Just
It's
to get in
just-
office. Yeah.
Why are you referring to that?
And-
though? What's the context? for it?
And no, I'm just jumping on.
Oh,
this
this is something different.
And him and his task force that he put together, which was like all white people, they spent like $3 million trying to figure it out. We crunched the numbers. It's not. They knew before they even started that they were in
For the college thing?
billions of dollar deficits. No, for reparations in California, they're talking
Yeah.
about giving $1.2 million
Did you see
And
what the
California
numbers?
was a free state.
Did you see what the
There was
numbers are?
never slavers
There
or
was-
slavery.
Bro, there was something like $17 trillion or something overall. It's more than like half of what the world GDP is.
And when they said that they would give each person, which it was
They can't.
California was a free
Which would be
state.
fine if we didn't
There
bring
were
the
no
friggin'
slaves,
debt
no
ceiling
slaves.
up to friggin'
Also,
What do we do with that?
when they said they would give them,
33 trillion.
they said in
Do
the
we do
past
that
that they would give them $1.2 million, and the people who came to the town hall that were there to support it, whatever, were like, "That's not acceptable. We'll be needing $200 million." Like, that's the whole point. It'll never be enough for anybody. If you can't do shit, it don't make no sense.
Oh no!
Nobody's.
Hold on, you know you're right. What happens though? What happens when if that was to happen? If that was allowed to go through? Does it stop there? Because now you have Irish people were persecuted in the earth. So are they the next people to come, or the next group that was held down by this group over here? Because if you look at the history of the world, there's always been a tribe that's conquered another tribe that's taken over and assimilated them into their culture, and then this tribe went to this tribe. Where does that stop?
Look up the sugarcane wars.
Where does that stop?
Look at that.
Bro, it's been our history from fucking the time we existed here. So where do we just draw the line? Like, all right, this is the line here forward? Is that how it goes? I mean, where does the...
I just think too, and I'm gonna go back to JFK, not RFK. I listened to a thing about him the other day. He said that his uncle JFK did say when he was in presidency, he said, "America's biggest thing is we do not want to be involved in wars. We don't want people dying. Like, this is ridiculous." But look at what's going on. Like, and we're back in stuff. We're back in other wars that you don't know about.
Sudan?
No, Yemen.
Oh, Yemen too. Yemen and Sudan. Yemen is Iran and Saudi Arabia. We back Saudi Arabia. Iran is so the two factions fight there.
Hundreds
Sudan
of thousands of babies dying.
Same thing with Sudan.
And we're back in
there. We're back.
But this is the problem too. Is
proxy
that
wars.
No. Well, we're not looking into it because you vote for somebody and you think this is whatever. But there's money coming out of there that it's backing
Ukraine war. The Ukraine war. Biden's son goes over there. He's on the energy committee, right? These people all make these decisions, and then this war happens, and we're sending hundreds of billions of dollars over there. How much of that money is getting funneled back?
Hypothetically,
Allegedly.
right? Just go listen to Dave Smith. I'm just saying, because that dude's got the illest. Like you listen to him sometimes.
Mm-hmm.
Like he has like the illest.
He was on Joe Rogan recently.
Yeah.
That was a dope episode. That was a fire episode.
And when he was on Irish Shafir.
Yeah.
And most people probably won't like him because they're like, oh, he's racist. No, shut the fuck up.
Just listen to him. Give it a
shut
shot.
Give
it a chance. Just give it a chance.
When they talk for 5 hours,
there must be something going on.
I guarantee you, most of you motherfuckers don't talk for 5 hours with somebody.
No.
About somebody who has an actual like opinion on things.
No.
It's just what he said though was he did go into it and he said like what is happening with the Ukraine war is back in the before when the Cold War like ended. U.S. said we're not going to expand NATO anymore. We won't. And then they did. And so
from the wall.
Dude, there was a letter that was sent to
there was a line.
There was a letter that was sent to Condoleezza Rice back in the day. I think with Bush, right?
90s,
yeah. And it said, "Listen, expanding NATO is going to push the red line more than
because there's a treaty
more than Russia would like."
There's a treaty between Russia and the U.S. There was a line that said NATO will not go past this line, and Russia will not go past this line. And what do we do? And we eroded that. Is what we did, and this is why Russia Crimea, all that. Well, when the problem was when Russia fell in the 90s, that line became quote unquote invisible, and that was the time we took the opportunity to start pushing, encroaching more and more. Now Ukraine's a problem because Ukraine in the Donbass region literally borders Russia's border.
Did you know though back in 2004? They said that was their red line. Did you know back in 2014?
No, was the Berlin Wall in Germany is really what it goes down to.
2014 though, with the what was it?
Crimea.
Crimea. Yeah. There was actually only like 3 people that actually died in that.
Because they just allowed them to roll in.
No, well that was the thing is Russia said we're taking over. This is not, and they didn't do anything. And they said, all right, well, because we don't have the weapons. We don't have.
Because they allowed it to happen.
Yeah.
You know why they took Crimea first,
Shit
though?
about the weapon. Yeah.
Geologically, you know where that sits? That sits right on the Black Sea.
Yeah.
It gives them access to the Indian Ocean. They can get out and shit. And They're only access. Other than that, they're like landlocked.
Yeah.
Because they can't get out on the North Sea because they have fucking Sweden, Norway. Like, they're all kind of encapsulated there. They can't go through the Arctic.
No. That's Norway up here.
I'm saying
Crimea's down.
No, I'm saying Crimea. This is the only access. They can't get out from up here because they're landlocked up here. They're landlocked north of them because of the Arctic. That's why Crimea is so important to them.
Yeah.
That's the only transportation alley.
It's all in between like Africa
It's
and
a strategic
Asia.
Yeah, and like the Saudi Arabia Peninsula, you can get all through there, down fucking it's that whole region right there.
Yeah, which is crazy. That's why I was watching what the hell was that on National Geographic? The Lock Up Abroad.
That's on National Geographic.
Yeah. And they
Locked Up Abroad is on
and
National
you can drive from Germany down to Afghanistan. I was like, what?
Yeah.
I'm like, holy shit!
I watched a thing yesterday that said that they'll never create a bridge. It's like 9 miles between Spain and Morocco and the African continent. In Europe, they will never create a bridge there because of the fault line of the tectonic plate that holds Africa and the European plate. They can never have. That's why they've never done it. They've had multiple companies come in try to find ways to do it because there is
a huge with Spanish and
but the plate sits right.
Spanish and Moroccan.
The Strait of Gibraltar is what it's called in between the two. Yeah. There's a fault line right there, and because it's a fault line, the sediment underneath is too clay. They can't put any kind of piles in there, so they can never build the fucking bridge.
Bring it back to Pangea. That's the reason why a lot of Moroccans and Spanish have there's a lot of similar traits. Yeah,
whole Mediterranean though, like the outside. If you if
you go look at the friggin' maps, dude, it's insane how everything just looks like it fits together.
Because even after it broke,
Oh, he's back.
Yeah. Because even after
what up, Polyball?
Even after what were we saying before that? I was gonna say even after it broke apart. I forget.
Well, fuck it. What up with Jamie Foxx?
Yeah,
bro?
what is up with Jamie Foxx? And where's Kanye too?
You know, all right. The other night at the show at Peasant Council at the show.
So Jamie Foxx?
No, but the bartender, it was her birthday or whatever. She goes, "Oh, I just heard Jamie Foxx died." Blah, blah. I go, "What?" I'm like, "What the fuck?" I'm like, "No way."
And you looked it up and
no, well, she goes, "No, oh wait, no, not Jamie Foxx."
What?
She was all fucked up too.
Who's she talking about though? Who's she referring to?
I have no fucking.
Who died, Paul?
Dude, she was all busted up on.
No, was somebody though? Did somebody die that night that made her think of Jamie Foxx? Like, was it somebody?
Yeah. Whatever she was talking about was not Jamie Foxx.
Yeah, but it must have been somebody.
Because I looked it up right after. I'm like, I grabbed my phone.
I don't even know, but he is
Yeah, he was in.
Nobody even knows what's wrong with him. You know about this?
Not heard.
Something happened. He's in the hospital, and they won't give anybody any actual information. He's been there now for weeks.
Yeah.
They won't release anything.
Want to go conspiracy theory on this?
He's gonna come out.
Do you know that?
White?
Did you make this up, or is this something you actually heard?
What the fuck's the difference? To be honest with you, what the fuck's the difference? As a matter of fact, I hold what I say you fucking higher than them.
Okay.
Why would a celebrity who could use this to their advantage to gain more popularity and get themselves, Jamie Foxx, just like you did right now. Jamie Foxx, just like she did, right? So, whoa, now you're on mine. But they're trying to hide it. Why would they be hiding it? What's the one thing in the world that would supersede that?
He's gonna come out as a chick.
No. What if is he vaccinated? Let's just say this is due to a vaccine injury and they don't want this coming out due to the vaccines. This is the one thing I think trumps that as a celebrity. Because if you're a celebrity, bro, you're in a top tier. Bro, you're in a top tier when you're a celebrity. You're in a top tier element to where you
Democrat Dan.
So if that was to happen to you and he's a big name, they don't want that shit getting out. They don't care about anything else. If he got beat up, if somebody hurt him, they spin it to white supremacy. They have all these angles for all these things. Except for that.
Isn't that wild though? And no,
conspiracy
I think
theory.
You could be right. No, because
allegedly.
Because look at how it is. Whenever anything happens wild, like the kid who had the heart attack on the football team and stuff, you should be able, without people going wild, you should be able to ask that question. Like, hey, is there a possibility? Didn't Valid just say, hey, that's what it is? You should be able to ask that question. So the fact they don't want you to, there's something to that.
What if he comes out and he comes out as Wanda? I'm Wanda. I got killed.
Then I'm gonna say he's cloned,
dude. He's cloned. I would actually cheer him on for that one, dude. In living color.
I know.
Wanda, Jamie Foxx.
No, in real life, don't when it's a character, sure, yeah, sure.
Dude, what if
in
you
real life, bro? Well, you just crossed the line on that one, dude. I'm sorry.
We already hit.
Democrat
You hear what
did.
you said?
Too.
You hear what you said?
What is that?
I'm calling HR. We're gonna see you in HR after this fucking thing is done.
Listen,
bastard.
unfortunately, I have a situation right now. I'm feeling some hot bubbling in my stomach. I think I need to go. I'll be right back.
Where you at? Where we at then?
But
Yeah, I was gonna say.
You guys are definitely good.
All right, let's bring this up.
Yeah, we're getting close.
So hold on. This is what I want to do. Today's episode is brought to you by Paul Sinensky because my idea for this episode was going to be I wanted to set the camera up the back and
But explain to them what we are gonna do.
I am. I want to take the camera where we are and face it towards the TV that you can't see behind you.
Styles taking a shit.
I wanted to play the town hall from CNN and Trump, and I wanted us to watch the entire thing and film it and give our 3 commentaries on that.
Oh, that's not funny.
Oh, it was, bro, that was epic. Because the reason why I say this is the next topic on the list is Trump was batting 1,000 on CNN.
Yeah.
What do you think? Do you think he batted 1,000 on that?
I listened to it
watched the entire
through
thing.
Breaking Points, which was it was good because you got a Democrat and a fucking Republican and they're friends. So hey, it's possible, you fucks. I heard what he was saying.
What do you think? What's Weapon's take on
all right,
the
so
CNN?
one of the things
town hall?
is they basically brought up, oh, what do you think about the state of the election?
Mm-hmm.
They brought that up as like the first question.
One of the first
So
ones.
then he says it, and he actually says, well, I do believe the election was stolen, blah, blah, blah.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, hey, if you're going to hide a laptop, that's technically, that's technically stealing away from the election because that would have definitely had something to do with how many people voted for Biden or voted for Trump. So I heard about that part. And then they go, all right, so enough of you talking about the stolen election. You guys brought the fucking thing up in the first place. So
I feel like the host purposely went out of her way to try to overtalk him every single time. It was proven it wasn't stolen. Oh, yeah, towards the end. But in the very beginning, he was being cordial with her in the beginning.
Absolutely.
And she was trying to, like, talk over, that never happened. He'd be saying something, that never happened. And he would just say real easy things like, and it's funny where in all the swing states was where all the shenanigans happened. Where we had in Arizona, one of the bigger precincts had a sprinkler go off, and it was recorded on film, people taking boxes of votes out of the building. They never got returned. I wonder where those votes counted. I wonder where those votes were.
Guess what? Once that burned,
it didn't burn. It wasn't on fire. Though.
No. But what I'm saying is, if they are burned, you're never going to get that shit.
Never get them back. Never get them back. They said the thing on Twitter. She misquoted him on Twitter. Yeah. He brought the paperwork out because he knew what they were going to do. He was, again, if this was a chess game, he was one step ahead of them at every move. This is why I feel like he was batting 1,000 on there. And like you said, at the end, he called her a nasty woman because the entire time...
You're a real nasty.
Dude, she had resting bitch face the entire time. There was shots where he was talking, they go to her, and she was just like this.
See, I only listened. I didn't even see the visual.
Bro, there was so many cutscenes where, like, she was just looking like this at him.
Ugh.
Just, like, with a disgusting look. And it was such a bad vibe, because then when they would pan back and you catch the 2 of them, you'd see her looking like that, and he's just, dude, cool as a cucumber. Just, hey, this is...
I'm voting for RFK, bro.
I mean, you can if you want. I look at it like this.
I'm doing it, man.
To go back to Trump, this Republican Trump and DeSantis beef has got to stop. If you got both of them on the same team, that's a dream team. Dude, that's the 90s NBA USA dream team all over again right there. How can you have those two? They would roll over any Democrat combo you could even possibly fathom.
The fact that they're not together, that's
a problem. That's a problem.
That's why I'm like, nah, fuck this, man. No, like
they need to find you. I almost wonder if this is meant to be like that, and then when the Republican primaries are over and somebody wins, if they reach back and grab the other one, whoever doesn't win. So if Trump wins, does he reach back and get DeSantis? DeSantis wins, does he reach back and get Trump?
Broken-hearted, tried to ship and only fought it.
Broken-hearted,
where are we at?
Yeah, I mean that's.
But yeah.
Where we at, honey?
What's up with the alleged Chinese spy that was arrested in Boston?
Yeah, bro. I didn't look into it.
I didn't get enough information.
I honestly didn't either, but does it surprise me?
But it's a Chinese spy. Like,
did you say that about yourself?
Look, why were they secret? Why would this secret Why would this secret
I don't know what you're talking about.
there was a
no, I'm not the Chinese
there was
one.
a secret like secret Chinese police in New York City.
Whoa.
Like they had their
It's
own
all
fucking
across-
offices.
they
It's
had
all
the-
across America,
Yes.
dude.
They're
I
everywhere.
sent this shit
Everywhere.
to you. I sent this
So
shit to you.
I guess we do have a little bit of information on it.
Yeah,
They're just fucking everywhere.
They have Chinese their own setup for the police stations.
Wow,
Oh god, damn it.
No, for you. Come on, tell me what I want. I want to hear what the Chinese stations are.
Okay.
I'm down. You got me
Well,
interested. You got me interested, homie.
Well, I ain't even gonna grab the mic, bro, because this is happening not just here in Boston. It's happening in New York. It's happening all over the place. The Chinese spy thing, though, I sent this to you, and honestly, I didn't really get to look into it because I sent it to you because I was like, oh, I'll go back and look into it eventually. Yeah, I don't know about that,
Why?
but
Power
yeah.
on. Bluetooth power off.
Bryce, I told him not to. I fucking told him not to.
Nothing
He just-
happened.
He's like a child.
that
He's
was
like a
a
child
sign.
with a crayon on the wall. You're like, motherfucker, do it. I'm gonna spank your ass. And he just goes like this.
Talking to this microphone.
Bro,
Yeah.
did you just dribble down your leg
I did.
on the way down the stairs?
So let's.
No, but the Chinese spy in Boston, the Chinese spy in Boston
Look at the
doesn't surprise me,
fucking-
bro. Wasn't one of those?
Look at the typo. That's supposed to say goes. RFK hose on Russell Branch. Do you know that?
Okay, those.
Do you know RFK went on Russell Brand show
RFK, yeah, that's why.
to break down? Yeah, you
The
know
Corona
that?
truth.
I just said it twice on that.
Yeah, the COVID true.
When Russell Brand, did you guys see when Russell Brand went on Bill Maher show?
Yeah,
how he absolutely stole the show from them, dude? Dude stole it and shut them the fuck up.
And that dude was so heated. And the dude was like really was trying to argue that they're more. That he's like, you're absolutely a propaganda channel. No fucking doubt. Yeah.
And doing it in a comedic way where he kept a smile on, bro. He was masterful.
Nutcrackery. Did he call it like nutcrackery or something? Propaganda's nutcrackery.
Top tier guy, dude. Top tier fucking dude. Russell Brand's the man when it comes to that shit.
And
Honestly,
his new
dude,
fucking
yeah,
shit, all of his new shit that he's doing is.
Do we have time to freestyle? Not freestyle.
Yeah, motherfucker,
No,
watch out,
do we have time to freestyle topics?
Yeah, we can. I don't even know how much time.
How
we
much?
have.
Yo, you want to check what time?
We're at
Do
the
we have enough
fucking-
time?
What time
Let's see
we
what
have?
we got, brother.
Oh no.
Oh crap! It's not recording.
No, I think the screen's just off, but it's recording.
It's not recording.
What?
It's not recording.
There it is.
No, come here.
Last time, remember what happened last time? We shut it off, and it was your screen like.
Remember your screen was off?
There's a
It was still
circle there,
working?
not a square. Square is the stop. Circle.
Who hit the button?
Me and it,
Did you hit the circle out?
absolutely.
What do you have for room on your phone? Do you have enough room to?
Blend
Are you
it.
downloading that? Are
Blend
you
it.
deleting episodes every week?
Yes.
All right, so you have a.
Regardless, get out of the shop because if we're gonna use this, that's fine.
Well,
Like,
we have this one. We can. No, this is what's good about you sending me two of these. If you send me this and this, you guys are different
I'm
angles. So I
gonna
can
smoke a
take.
butt. I'll be back. No, sir. Like the fuck.
Hey,
so
for real?
what do we
Yeah,
send?
yeah,
No.
What is
Let's
going
finish.
on?
No, let's finish the episode,
Yeah.
and we'll figure out the technical shit after the fact.
Yeah.
Well, hour and 20.
Really?
I knew.
Hour and 12.
I knew we were going pretty deep. In this,
Oh,
yeah.
I didn't see that. To
Yeah.
be honest with you, didn't.
Because it's time
Yeah.
flies when you're having fun, man. That's fine.
Yeah. So yeah.
What do you want to do? You want to wrap it up? You want to continue on?
If there's something else you want to talk about, quick, before we.
The fuck are you talking about?
What
What
do you
are you talking about? We
You
can talk
just
this
said
shit
you
for
wanted
hours,
to
bro.
freestyle something like.
Not
anything-
freestyle rap, though. Freestyle
I
topics.
understand that.
Yeah,
I'm
that's what I'm
saying,
saying.
was there anything
There's an
in
open book, my
particular?
dude.
What do you? I mean, we've hit most things. I'm sure there's more, but what else you got? What do you?
I'm asking, you guys want to go deeper or no?
What's
I
yeah,
don't
sure.
know.
What?
Debt ceiling. What's your thoughts on the debt
What
ceiling?
time is it
my
right
guy?
now?
Oh,
What's your thoughts on the debt ceiling?
An hour
And
and 12
Trump
minutes
and
in.
Trump brought this up on the thing. Do you think we should allow the
40
debt?
something.
Should you allow the debt ceiling to? Should we default on the debt, or should we push the ceiling higher and kick the can further down the road?
See, that's the thing. Like,
Just get that coin. Get that
all
coin.
you're doing is
July was going July.
is
Remember
just
the coin? You can
It's
just,
coming out in
you
July.
can just do a coin.
Bro, it's coming out in July.
Yeah.
They're gonna say they
the
have.
$1 trillion coins.
No, they have the
Yeah.
fucking the U.S. Crypto coins coming up. Is going to come into circulation in July. It's already. You guys didn't hear about this?
Yes, I did hear about this. But so what are they? But see, they're not like really putting information out there in like a
Of course
very because a lot of
Did you
people don't
expect them
even know this. But
The best way to roll
what are
the
they
plan
gonna
out.
do? What are they gonna do to recoup? Like, just nowhere will accept the U.S.
Dollar.
currency.
Yeah,
So
they
we're
can't
gonna
do
be
it.
all
They can't
in-house.
commit it. They can't commit one day and say that's it. All paper money's gone. They're gonna do what they do normally.
Like how they did with silver.
They're gonna start the crypto. They're gonna start their version of their crypto coin, and over the time that they're implementing this, they're gonna de-implement cash, and they're gonna find ways. Now you can't, this, and they're starting off with the coin because now everything's gonna be tracked.
We're gonna be fucked.
Cash is. They're already doing it with the fucking the VPNs. VPNs are about to be illegal. You're about to be able to go to jail for using a VPN, so they can't. What the fuck? Are you kidding me, dude? If they're doing that with that, what makes you think they're gonna start doing that shit with cash?
That's that law that they're trying to
From
pass.
Team Snapchat. Stop putting dick pics to little girls.
For the
You sick
fucking-
fuck.
Whoa,
You sick.
what the hell?
Whoa, dude.
Let's not make fucking allegations.
Allegedly. I'm sorry. Allegedly.
No, never.
His lawyers will sue your lawyers, and
Never.
their lawyers will sue all their pants.
I actually saw somebody doing a fucking
Dude, when you
I fucking saw
Shaq
somebody
shoes is what these
doing.
fucking things.
Yeah, I saw someone doing a fucking. Now you made me forget what I was talking about.
Sorry. I'm sorry.
I don't even know what I'm saying.
I'm good, yeah. I'm
You
good.
good?
But,
You good? You can have.
yeah, but no, what are we doing? Fucking. I just don't know what the fuck is going on.
It could be still. I don't know.
I'm just
We
gonna
should be
show
recording.
Yeah.
Is the screen on?
So what's going on with y'all? No.
Yeah.
No, just check this out. Check this out. We rarely ever do this. The 7.5 loyal fans that watch us every week, because we only have 12 fucking views. So the the 7.
Like
No,
that.
I'm being sarcastic. I'm being sarcastic. With the loyal viewers you have, what would you like to see us do during these podcast clips? I would like to see some feedback from the group that does watch us. Hit any one of us back and give us your feedback. We truly do. If it's Ryan Beck, if it's Crystal Dion, if it's anybody that religiously watches us every week, what would you like to see us do?
Lexi,
That you would think would make the podcast better.
Bryce, shout out to Bryce.
And the craziest part is that only the actual fans will have seen this because this is at the end.
At the end, this is why this is. You know what I mean? So, what would you guys like to see us do moving in the future?
Yeah.
And
I'm gonna put up some more
and
posts
come
like
on
that.
this motherfucker criminal
and come
bags
on
and
the
chips is stopping.
fucking
Don't worry.
show. Come on
I
the
didn't
show.
crinkle interest.
Not today. I know, but I'm already knocking that off, so they can't say that.
And come on the show. Come on the show.
We're gonna have a suggestion.
We're in Brockton. We're in fucking.
Fat boy, stop eating the snacks.
We only film this in Brockton. So if you're a neighbor, let's go.
That's what we're gonna do.
That's
Paul's came up with it. We're gonna start a suggestion box, and we're gonna have anonymous drop in digital pieces of paper.
We'll leave it outside.
Yeah, we'll put something. We're gonna find some way of doing something in the
There's
room.
gotta be a way to do it. I'm gonna look it up.
Yeah, absolutely. There's gotta be a way. We're gonna set it up. A digital one.
A digital.
Well, all of our people are digital. You think about it. How many people fucking? There is no physical. There is no physical.
Yeah. If I do it, if I Google,
we'll find something.
Digital suggestions box.
Digital mailbox.
We want to hear from you guys. Believe me, yo. We want to find ways.
Honestly, do it. If there's anybody who wants to be on the show, like you know.
What's up with the Democratic side of this, man? Come on.
Don't be scared. Like, come on. What the fuck?
We want the other side. We want more females on the show. We want more Democratic views on the show.
More liberal.
I'm not even a Democrat.
We don't just want to sit here and just bounce. I mean, even though we do try to like keep each other like pretty on our toes, but like no, yeah, it'd be nice to have some liberal. Like I think people think that like you're gonna be like you're gonna insult them, be aggressive stuff. It's not like that at all. Like,
dude, legit.
But you can't come on also just be like, well, this is what I think just because I said I think.
No, we're gonna push back a little bit, so you better have a little something to push back against. That makes for interesting fucking podcasting.
We were told, I don't know what happened to the dude who told you, Dan, that he wanted to be a fucking voice of reason on the show.
Who? Which one?
No, some dude.
Oh yeah.
You ever seen that Jim? You can just tell the situation without.
No. It's Nick Taylor's boy, Ross Golden.
Okay.
No, he said
I reached back out.
Don't you guys want some differing opinions?
He said something against the cult,
do it,
bro. If we were a cult, we'd have way more people.
Yeah, we are not a cult.
85.
We don't even fucking agree with each other on most of the shit.
Exactly.
Who the fuck cult-wise, bro? You shit.
And that's why I love when people try to tell me, like, you're a Republican, you're a Trump American.
If you knew the shit we talked to each other behind the scenes, bro, you guys have no idea. We shit on each other so fucking bad about the retarded ideas.
I'm a pro-choice, pro-marijuana Republican. They're both against both of those things.
He's a pro-Fournier.
Like,
this guy goes in there.
No, these are Wanyes. These are Wallies. These are Wheezies.
Oh my goodness gracious!
Oh man, it doesn't take much to.
But yeah, anybody who wants to come on, man. Yo,
I
shut
give him
up.
props. I give him props. for
Curveball.
this,
We
dude.
were
That was
throwing
good.
fastballs. We
Give
threw a
him
curveball.
props to do, yeah. Dude, I was fucking dying laughing on that fucking clip because like of the we just made the fucking wrestling dudes. Because when I said I'm gonna make a fucking sandwich, and then you said we went to go like oh, and like you like giggled a little bit under the oh, and he was laughing too. He was like,
I was like,
sandwich.
dude, that's
Dude,
awesome.
that was fucking classic. We gotta get more shit like that.
Bro, we
More-
did that organically too.
People
We didn't talk
love
about that. We didn't talk about that. You looked. I cut it up. I cut it up, but you looked at me, right? I said something. You looked at me and said, you said wrestler's voice. I cut it out of
Did
the
you see
clip.
when I went like this? I was,
Yeah. You like, stop.
Dude, the
And then,
whole
bro,
fucking
that whole
thing was
awesome.
fucking.
Cause
That
that's
was awesome.
exactly what they do in every fucking video.
That
Especially,
shit was fucking.
We had 1,500 views on that yesterday. I don't even know what's that today anymore.
Yeah, and we need, and I plastered it everywhere, and we need to start doing more clips like that
Oh, yeah.
because that's
Yeah,
what
man.
drags people in. You know what I mean?
I'm with it. Do we
And
do
we
any
got
combos?
plenty. Yeah, absolutely, dude. Sometimes we look back through it, like I don't remember half the
I know.
fucking nonsense, and you find gems.
Nate Taylor, what the fuck? You cut clips? And
Yeah.
send us the clips.
Nate
I'll make
Taylor.
them up, dude.
Yes, Nate
And
Taylor.
Nate,
If you can find some
dude.
funny clips up, not just
Yeah.
like
Nate, come on too. You know that. Dude.
Yeah,
Come
bro,
on,
come
Nate. What the
on.
fuck? Yeah, you know, dude.
come on the show.
I don't know,
We're
Nate. I
not
don't even
we don't abuse.
I did?
Yeah.
I remember.
We don't
Oh,
abuse
no.
our guests. And actually, maybe
Come
I'll
on, Nate. I don't
fucking,
even know you, dude.
Nah.
Come on.
maybe I'll tease this shit right
Tease
now.
this
I
shit,
don't know the exact date for it, but we're trying to get a little friggin' round 2 of Chris Gallagher and Pooji.
Bro.
show going on
Yeah,
here.
yeah.
Chris Gallagher and Pooji. We
need
want to
you.
get you guys head to head. This is how we're gonna do it.
debates. Yeah.
This is how we're gonna. We're not even gonna tell you guys the subjects. The three of us are gonna act as the judges in the background. We're gonna put you on one side and you on the other, and we're gonna feed you guys. We're gonna say Gallagher go first, and we're gonna shoot the topic at him, and then we're gonna give Pooji a chance to talk.
Like listen, like the top 5, whatever fuck is going.
You're not gonna
on.
know what we're gonna throw at you guys. You guys cannot be prepared for this and understanding. It's gonna be off the top, and you guys are gonna battle it out.
So this is a fucking challenge.
This
boys.
is a challenge, you
Go
boys.
fucking down.
Yeah.
We're gonna get. I'll do a group.
Gallagher's
chat,
your boy, right?
whatever.
Oh, speaking
Gallagher's your boy.
speaking of-
You
speaking
get
of-
the answer, and then Pooji's your boy. Get the answer,
Yeah.
Pooji. Let's make this happen.
Like I said, dude, I've known Pooji since
Shout
back in
out
the day,
to-
bro.
Oh, let's get it. Let's get it.
Shout out to all the soy boys out there.
But also too, speaking of what they got into an argument about was
the cop stuff.
no.
That was one of them. That was definitely one of them.
And Elon Musk just stepped down from Twitter.
And who do you appoint?
Yeah, because he
Who do
gave
you
a
appoint?
vote.
From where?
Because
Where did
he-
that link
I don't
come
know
from?
who's the
Because he put out a vote if the people wanted him to, and they said yes.
who's the
Do you
person?
see
I don't
who-
even know. I
do
don't
you-
know.
Some fucking dude he can control. You don't think he just gave
That
all
was
the
a
control
chick.
to someone else?
No?
Whoever
Bro.
the fuck it is.
Do you see
Maybe
where they
he
came
gave
from?
control.
Oh,
No,
the chick-
he ain't controlling nothing, bro. He showed his hand. That was a poker fucking thing. Bro,
I didn't know.
the person he appointed, look into it, you can tell me if I'm wrong, the person he appointed comes from the WEF.
Oh, don't use that on yourself. So.
WEF, bro. World Economic Forum.
What?
Don't fuck that shit.
That's crazy. I didn't know.
See?
What the fuck's up?
Yeah.
I didn't know.
Look it up.
this
Look
shit.
it up.
That's why I like
Texas
learning
on
this shit, man.
fucking-
Don't
Every
get
day.
going.
Every day learn something, brother.
But you know he put out a poll, right? No.
I'm one of those polls
You know-
right here. These
No,
nuts.
you know how he put out a poll? Would you want me to be the CEO or not? And people voted him out. And he
That's
said-
crazy. Yeah, but
He said he would go with it.
didn't even record it at all.
at all.
He said
Nope.
he would go with it.
Yo, like, this motherfucker, why is he always fronting, bro?
Homie.
And I absolutely
Show me.
Push
Show
the
me right now.
button.
Pull
I
up your
gotta
gas.
tell you
Pull up your fucking video
Pull up your-
gallery.
Come on, pull out your dick right now. What?
Oh my God,
It
please
did
don't.
27 minutes.
Why is it
Nobody's in
27
it.
minutes?
Nobody's in it.
So it shot for 27 minutes. So it's
With
clearly not my
nobody in
fault.
there. That's not us, dude.
Who is it then?
So it was going? No way. How?
Somebody started that?
You know what it might have
Bro,
been?
hold on. You started that. Whoever put it started it. When you went up, you shut it off. When we started, that's gonna be the behind the scenes. You see what I'm saying? You said 27
When he
minutes.
set it up, he must have clicked.
He clicked on the
record.
fucking.
And I was to
when
turn
I
it up.
did it though, and I was looking at it,
It doesn't.
did-
Yo,
But I could have
it happens
sworn
when
I
it was
clicked
It
on
happens,
when
bro.
it was
Yeah,
I do it on this.
I'm not
I
even
do it.
worried about
when it was on
No,
here.
But-
I looked at it
Send
and
me
it
both.
did. It
Can
was
you send me
not.
both? Can
And
you?
how do you
It
want
was
me to
a
send it
circle.
to you?
I swear.
We transfer them both. So we
I don't
transfer.
even. I've never used that before.
What the
It's
fuck?
free.
right?
You go on there and you just have to go on WeTransfer,
Free.
send that one, and then send that one. And I'll take even look. I don't know if we can find a way to save that one. If somebody can find a way to save these lives and send me the thing, I have 3 different angles. I can
I
cut
know.
the scene.
Trust me, if I had found something that I could do, because that episode
That was-
13 is
yeah.
only.
When
I still
Dan
feel
fucking
bad
jerked,
about
when Dan jerked off on his friend, it fucking ruined the episode.
when they did play Ookie
What
Cookie,
the
remember?
fuck?
Is that going still? Or is it dark?
Nope.
That's dark too.
Yeah. I don't say it's not showing.
It's dead then, and it died.
Yeah, it says 34%.
Oh, does it?
But
Well, this is still going, so we're gonna
Whoa,
fucking.
that really should still
The
on.
show's over, boys. We're fucking fucked. We're retired.
No,
Shut
bro,
up, shit.
no, dude, no. This died. This died too.
Yeah, everything's dead.
No.
We're all dead. Sorry, we died.